in the marathon stage ahead of the rest day. It couldn't come soon enough for Cyril Desprez. He has problems on board the quads. A 3-horse race for the win, but will Patronelli take stage 2 and the spoils yet again? In the cars, same old, same old. Peter Hansel versus Al Attaya. Who would come out on top on a very, very quick second part to today? We check out with the new superstar Kurt Caselli, who's just picked up his maiden victory on the Dakar. Unbelievable. In Legends, we're talking Porsche with Jackie Higgs. So Argentina is where we're bound for, and then back into Chile. There we are, stage 7. At the heart of the Dakar is a sense of adventure, and the landscape, well, it's spectacular, as you can see. The passage from Cordillera, I'll start that again, 4,800 meters, almost took them even higher. Yes, it's a route that has been a busy one over the centuries. Even Darwin apparently trod in, well, that pool. Altitude sickness can affect everybody. There was helpful tablets on display. I think that's not a vision or a mirage. The little cotton tags, incidentally, so you can tell whose llama is whose. You can't brand them, they get upset. Well, competitors were getting branded today, and it was not fun for some. High speed, yes, but when you're being overtaken, if you get it wrong, you can get it very wrong indeed. Previously on the bikes, beautiful dunes maybe, catching out all and sundry it seems, having struggled with reliability. Your Bereda pushed far too hard on stage 6, had 2 massive accidents. The Husqvarna's chance of victory, well, is it gone? That's the question. Well, it's Yamaha who control things at the moment. Casto winning stage 5 and a comfortable inside the top 5 with Olivier Pain, Yamaha's new signing, leading the way. No stage wins for him yet, but the joy is noticeable of the way he is riding. Pam is the man.
Well, we're
still not in Santiago, and I know this because it's just dawning on everybody else, it seems. Cyril Desprez doesn't seem in control of the rally. Certainly not now, but let's have a word. He said it's a bit like playing tennis out there. He says, you just keep sending the shots back, they keep coming at you. Well, he took another shot today, or shock I should say, we'll see. The Andes had to be dealt with on this day. Tough call. Altitude, Adelaide. It's a lethal cocktail. Yes, she was asking all and sundry today just how they were coping, and it is a significant impact. This is the name of today's stage. It's going to be all about altitude. After a long road section, about more than 400 kilometers, the competitors will climb around about 5,000 meters. The special stage is running here between 3,500 and 4,000 meters, so an awful lot of work for men and machines. Both suffer in these environs. That is snow, you're right. Well, considering we had temperatures nudging the 40 Celsius mark, it's quite a rude awakening for some.
I've never been on a stage at that height, so it'll be new for everybody. Normally for us, it's okay, we don't have any problem. But for sure, you know, for the car, it's also difficult. It's very, very little power up there, and you know, for sure, we feel it. I mean, if you get out and you walk and things like that, you can definitely feel it. So we'll just make sure that we drink enough water, and you know, obviously get a good rest tonight, and see.
Il faut essayer de gérer les mouvements, pas vouloir se précipiter.
Jean-Paul Courtois saying we have to manage the change here. He's the co-driver of Stéphane Peloton instantly. We've got to do things slowly. For example, they've got a puncture. If you're at altitude, you can't move around quickly. You don't want any head problems out there, and you need to take time to recover. Breathe correctly, says Cyril Desprez. That's his top tip ahead of the stage today. 2 or 3 things to know with got to have your stomach, breathe deeply, and just concentrate on the road and avoid headaches. Pound's saying we just got to manage, do a little bit at a time, just take it as it comes, but just try and concentrate on the road book and keep cool, he says. Wise advice. On the altitude, a big problem. As you start to get into it, you can feel a little bit strange. Oxygen on hand for those who are feeling queasy. And there were plenty.
The altitude for me is not a big problem. I'm prepared. I have a lot of medicine with me. Okay, I use these little things for the altitude. I use just one pill. And with this, I don't have problems when I get high. So I hope this medicine works tomorrow.
There's this
and also we have 2 plants here in Chile, chachacoma and hoja de coca.
Coca de coca is hard to export. There you go. By the way, when he said when I get high, he meant when I function at altitude. Just get that straight.
The pilot, we prepare for the altitude, and also our bikes, they have to prepare. Normally we change the carburation. We put more gasoline inside of the engine because they don't have air, so he need a little bit more gasoline for to don't have problems when we are very high. So my mechanic now is working in that.
On va perdre, je sais pas, par rapport à.
Well, when we compare 1,000 meters altitude and 3,000 meters altitude, in terms of what you're going to lose in terms of speed, it's between 15 and 20 kilometers per hour. So we're not as quick, but we'll be on this. All have the same issues, he said. Some coping better with those than others, it seems. This incredible stage then beginning at 3,500 meters in the Argentinian Salinas Grandes. Well, before the start of the special, climbing towards the Argentine border, 25-year-old rider Thomas Bourgain was involved in a fatal collision with a police car. He died instantly, and our thoughts, of course, as always, with his family. Janico Lopez, the man who got the stage underway, hoping the navigation was not too challenging. He's been caught out by that. Ruben Faria behind him, Cyril Desprez's water carrier. Well, Cyril hasn't needed any help so far, but today, most certainly, started running slowly. It was a gearbox issue. Said I hit a stone, and after that I just couldn't use top gear. I didn't want to damage the bike too much, so I took it easy. Lost some time, but at least I'm here, he says. Solar Grande, into it. Well, with all that drama, it means that Desprez drops behind Castor in the general standings once again. The Frenchman had a quiet day aboard his Yamaha. With the marathon stage in mind, despite 8th spot, he only lost 1 minute and 50 to Ollie Pound. That's Castor, that is. Cyril Desprez, well, you've heard he had a nightmare. In fact, he broke down again before he got to the bivouac, which is isolated, don't forget, because no mechanical help is available. Brzgonski is on Team KTM. Seemed to be a day for KTMs. The pole ended 7th and now lies 6th overall, just over 20 minutes off the lead. Cyril Desprez, incidentally, finished 34th today behind top Brit Tim Foreman. Nice one, Tim. And just ahead of Stan Watt. He was 29th overall, incidentally, Stan. Top in the GC, as far as the Brits are concerned. Juan Pradero still recovering from a huge crash a couple of days ago. Remarkably, his confidence is up. He was going super fast today. 6 keeps him 35 minutes off the lead, though. Ruben Faria couldn't help the gearless Desprez, and so was allowed free rein. He may well climb up a little bit over the next couple of days if Desprez does have a terminal issue. We'll see. 5th on the stage, moved to 4th in the rankings. Frans Verhoeven, who took that big tumble you've seen so many times, yes, lost close to an hour with a loose fuel hose and dropping down the standings. And Ollie Pau, another reassured and impressive ride for the leader and the Yamaha team. The bike 15 kilos lighter, nice and nimble, but how did it go over the quick stuff? Well, the gap is serious now. I'm pleased about that. It's good news for me in the standings, but you know what, anything can happen. Yeah, you can't snatch too quickly at the victory. Pau finishing in 3rd behind Chaleco Lopez, and well, something of a surprise winner today. Here is Chaleco, incidentally, runner-up. Transition stage, getting into Argentina. Paths were clear. 2nd quickest for the Chilean. He had such a good run yesterday. And yes, Kurt Caselli. This is the man that I wanted to put a bet on at the beginning of this year's Dakar. He's taken a maiden stage victory.
It's good. I mean, today was easy, just roads, you know. There was no off track or anything. Pretty easy to follow, and just learning a lot. And you know, I didn't have any idea what to expect when I first came here, so it's fun. I'm enjoying it, and the race is great, and the people, everything, just it's a good time. I'm having a good time.
He's a good boy. We'll see a lot more of him. I think we're looking at a champion in waiting. 29 years of age, Kurt Caselli does some great things in the United States on the Baja runs. He has taken a Dakar stage and is straight out of the box, essentially. Amazing. So Pau it is that leads Chaleco, Custer, Faria, Desprez in 5th place, but look, 14 minutes and 7 seconds down now with a gearbox issue. Yes, it's a marathon stage, don't forget. A marathon, not a sprint, although the cars were sprinting today, trying to catch each other. More after this.